Hey guys, Nitehook here, and in today's video I'll be talking about how you and your duo can improve in competitive modes. Duos has been the primary mode for the past season and has been in the mode for a lot of events like the FNCS and Daily Duos Cup. It's a team-based game mode where you work together to win. And that's what I want to focus on today. I want to help you guys improve your coordination, game sense, and level of play so that you can get better placements in Daily Duos Cash Cups or even the FNCS. These tips also apply to regular pubs. But before we do that, let's stop and think about why the top duos at the moment have been there consistently. I spent a lot of time looking this up and watching back their VODs, and I found some interesting things that these pros do that make them the very best of their region. The first thing that they do is they coordinate their attacks. If you've been watching any competitive streamer that plays duos, you'll see that before they engage with someone, they'll make a call out that lets their duo know the following things: positioning, possible health status, state of loot, by which I mean whether they have a heavy snipe or a drum gun, or if they found an RPG off spawn, things like that. And the fourth one is target focus. From this list, the fourth piece of information is the most important. Why? Because it allows them to give themselves an upper hand even before the fight begins. Essentially, when both players focus one player, there is a likelihood that they can theoretically remove someone from the fight even before it begins. It allows them to turn what would normally be a 2v2 fight into a 1v2 stomp fest. Pro teams call out a target and fire at the player at the same time so as to deal the highest amount of damage possible to one player. The player has to box up and heal, which if he were to try and get back to full health too, is essentially at least a 10-second window in which the other player is open to get focused and griefed on. They can steam through the other player very fast enough in the window of opportunity and win the fight very easily. The second thing the pros do is they enable each other. Now if you've seen most pro duos, you'll notice that one player is on controller and the other one is on keyboard. As we all know by now, controller aim assist on high frame rates is very strong and pros use this to their advantage. Simple things like torping ahead so that their controller duo can put pressure is a small way of enabling your duo. Pros do this in a lot of ways, like torping ahead of their duo to get ahead of zone while closing edits that could catch their duo off. Another way is when they try to take walls, one player holds the wall while the other player pickaxes the wall, which allows them to take walls easily and finish their opponent off. But you might ask, Nitehook, how do I enable my duo? You do this by designating different roles amongst your duos. Who's the in-game leader, and simply designating who's gonna torp ahead or connect or build when you're in height eliminates confusion and allows for better playmaking in endgames. There is already so much going on in endgames, and by doing the following you allow at least one person in your team to comprehend what's actually going on and make plays based on that information. Another way you can simply enable your duo is by designating loadouts that you're going to use. Simple things like dropping the minigun or drum gun for your duo who has better tracking allows them to support you better. The third thing is something I observed among a lot of players I've coached, and it's to be honest and work with each other. A lot of duos I've coached seem to have problems working together because their ego gets in the way and they're tough to get to admit that they made a mistake. When this happens, this results in them playing the blame game and blaming each other for mistakes. A way to fix this is by sitting together and VOD reviewing with each other. Don't be afraid to admit your mistakes and also chill out a bit. Side tip, trash talk each other a bit if you're into that. If you're both having a bad run in a cup, stop playing and box fight each other, or just go and play a bunch of pubs. Simple things like that improve trust and allows you to get better while having fun. Also, note down your mistakes and go over them and let them know what you thought you guys could have done. And that's all I have for today, folks. This is part 1 of a 2-part series that I'm making on improving duo communication. If you'd like to see the second part anytime soon, let me know in the comments. Also, please drop a like and subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos for you guys and helps me out with the algorithm so that more people can see this video. Thanks for watching.
I did almost cut myself.
Almost. If you drop down, you probably have the better aim. Oh yeah, this is the final zone. You gotta finish him. Well, you can heal off. You have 3 floppers. I don't know how much floppers he has. I think he has.
broken gun. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god,